5 Big Scam of United States. The United States has seen many high-profile scams throughout its history, some of which have had major impacts on individuals, businesses, and even the economy. Below are a few of the most notorious scams. 1. Enron Scandal. 1. What happened? Enron, once one of the largest energy companies in the U.S., was involved in one of the biggest corporate frauds in history. 1. Executives at Enron used complex accounting tricks like mark-to-market accounting and special-purpose entities, SPEC, to hide debt and inflate profits. 2. Impact. Thousands of employees lost their jobs and pensions, while investors lost billions of dollars. 2. The scandal led to the bankruptcy of Enron and the dissolution of Arthur Andersen, one of the world's 5 largest accounting firms. 3. Key figures. Enron's top executives, including Kenneth Lay and Jeffrey Skilling, were convicted of fraud, though Lay died before sentencing. 2. Bernie Madoff Ponzi Scheme. 1. What happened? Bernie Madoff orchestrated the largest Ponzi scheme in history, defrauding investors of an estimated $65 billion over decades. 1. He promised steady, high returns and used new investors' money to pay returns to earlier investors. 2. Impact. Thousands of individuals, charities, and institutional investors were left with massive financial losses. 2. Madoff's arrest brought attention to the vulnerabilities in financial regulation. 3. Key figures. Bernie Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison for his crimes. 3. The subprime mortgage crisis. 1. What happened? Leading up to the 2008 financial crisis, banks and financial institutions engaged in risky lending practices, offering subprime mortgages to individuals with poor credit. 1. These loans were bundled into securities and sold globally. 1. When the housing market collapsed, these securities lost value, leading to massive financial losses. 2. Impact. The crisis led to the Great Recession, causing millions of people to lose their homes, jobs, and savings. 2. The government had to bail out major financial institutions. 3. Key figures. Executives at major financial institutions, like Lehman Brothers, which filed for bankruptcy, and AIG, faced criticism and legal action, though many received significant financial bailouts instead. 4. Theranos Scandal. 1. What happened? Elizabeth Holmes founded the blood testing startup Theranos, claiming its technology could conduct dozens of tests from just a few drops of blood. 1. However, the technology didn't work as promised, and Holmes and her partner Ramesh, Sunny, Balwani misled investors, doctors, and patients. 2. Impact. Theranos raised hundreds of millions of dollars from investors, many of whom were later defrauded. 2. The company shut down, and Holmes faced multiple criminal charges for fraud. 3. Key figures. Elizabeth Holmes and Ramesh Balwani were convicted of fraud, and Holmes was sentenced to 11 years in prison in 2022. 5. The 1MDB Scandal. 1. What happened? The 1MDB, One Malaysia Development Berhad, scandal involved the embezzlement of billions of dollars from a state investment fund in Malaysia. 1. The money was allegedly funneled through international financial institutions, including banks in the U.S., with connections to Hollywood, art deals, and luxury goods. 1. The money was often used for personal expenses by individuals involved in the scam. 2. Impact. The scandal implicated high-profile figures and led to investigations in multiple countries, including the U.S., where several individuals were charged with laundering stolen funds. 3. Key figures. Former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak and financier Joe Low were major figures in the scandal. 4. Please do subscribe, share and like to get latest updates.